Isn't it great that you don't have to worry about dying from sunstroke when you're in the desert because you have sunscreen? And you don't really have to worry about an insect bite when you're exploring a jungle because you have insect repellent. These common examples help to set the scene to discuss some important law surrounding pharmaceutical patents. The topic of today's video will be the extra protection awarded to pharmaceutical patents and the policy behind this extension. So first, what is a patent? A patent is a grant by the government of the exclusive right to exploit an invention through a patent territory for the duration of the patent. For a pharmaceutical substance to be patented, it must be approved by the Australian Register of Therapeutic Goods. Under the Australia-United States Free Trade Agreement, Australia is required to make available an extension to a patent term for pharmaceutical substances. Article 17.9.8 of the Free Trade Agreement states that Australia is obliged to adjust the patent term to compensate unreasonable delays in approval for each substance. The reason why pharmaceutical patents have an option for extension and standard patents don't is because pharmaceutical substances require regulatory approval before they can be sold to the public. The approval process can only be sought during the patent term and can take up to 5 years. The extension is to compensate for the time taken to obtain regulatory approval. Under Section 70 of the Patents Act, a company may apply for an up to 5-year extension on pharmaceutical patents if it satisfies the relevant subsections. Subsection 2 states that the substance must be disclosed in the original patent and fall within the scope of that patent. It can be produced using recombinant DNA technology if it is fully disclosed and in the scope. In the case of thrombogenetics NV, the Commissioner observed that patents covering new therapeutic uses of old substances produced by old processes should not be extended even if they involve recombinant DNA technology. Subsection 3 states that the substance must be registered in the Australian Register of Therapeutic Goods, and there must be a period of at least 5 years between the period beginning on the date of the patent and the first approval date. In the AbbVie Biotech case, the patent extension was denied because the respondent did not state the first regulatory approval date correctly, as the Patent Act requires. Lastly, subsection 4 states that the patent cannot have been extended previously. Section 71 to 79 of the Patents Act sets out the process of the application for extension, including the form and timing of the application, the acceptance or refusal of the application, and the rights of the patentee if the extension is granted after the patent expires. The extension on pharmaceutical patents help to further promote research and development as it ensures that companies are not at an economic loss because of the delay in approval.